Kinamaganene Ireland edition and welcome to this production of Support Coach Television. Our topic today is multiple accounts. History is told by the people who witnessed important events and by people who write about these events long after they happened. An autobiography or a memoir can reveal the personal feelings and thoughts of the author who experienced the events. A biography or an article cannot provide personal thoughts or feelings, but it can present facts and details that the person who witnessed the events could not have known. Reading multiple accounts can help you get a more complete picture of a person or an event. For example, suppose you are reading about how firefighters saved an apartment building from burning down. A firefighter's account might tell about how he felt during the rescue, but an article about the event might tell you about how the fire started. So we're going to read the excerpt on 132, and that was from our first read text. And then we're going to compare it to the account below. So going back to yesterday's video, Darius Trimble, creating the enumerator. Designing and constructing the world's first computing device was a great challenge. I first showed Silas Putnam my designs in a Paris cafe in 1889. It was a windy day, and the pages of my blueprint blew down the avenue. But we stuck with the plan, and after years of work, produced our first working model. Powered by steam, the device could add and subtract numbers. Precisely engineered wheels and cogs transferred commands from a keyboard of ivory levers. It was beautiful but incomplete. Silas wanted it to multiply numbers too. So in this, you can see this is first person because of I and we. And you can see some of the more private details, such as hearing about the blueprints blowing down the avenue. You can see that it describes the commands from a keyboard of ivory levers. That meant it meant something to the author in this text. So let's compare that to today's one. The first meeting between Silas Putnam and Darius Trimble took place in a Paris restaurant in March 1889. Trimble produced the blueprints he had spent months perfecting. The two agreed to go forward using these plans. By the fall, Putnam and Trimble had constructed a model of the enumerator, a steam-driven device that could add and subtract. But Putnam was not satisfied. He wanted the enumerator to do multiplication as well. Their work would eventually change the history of technology. So you can see there are some common details in both accounts. And you can see there are differences. This is third person. It kind of gives you the important details. You don't see those personal details like flying paper. And that's going to be common whenever you see two different points of view. So as you're reading this part, the Google form will be based on the worksheet on page 276. So go ahead now and read the full text or watch the video, then continue on with your assignment as posted in the Google Classroom. Have a minogijigad minwag bamapi.